Into the stream.
The starting stream. I think it takes a few seconds.
Oh, chat. Welcome
there.
back to Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard.
I don't want to click start now.
Don't do it then.
Right. Here we were.
I think the last time we were trying to trip a giant rocking golem. Yeah.
That doesn't belong on this old statue.
Big robot!
It wouldn't let us attach the rope to.
That's right.
It very clearly goes up right here, and there's a much smaller thing underneath the statue. So, need to do something to clearly to get rid of the owl statue here.
Right.
Yeah, it pretty much feels like that the rope,
How do we
the
get
ropes
past
around
this huge
something.
stomping dingus?
As clunky and heavy as he looks, I'm sure he won't get back on his feet if he trips over something. Which brings me to this cool idea. We could set some kind of trap for him.
Pretty coast, isn't it?
Yes, so, picturesque. I feel like I'm walking inside a painting that someone is currently looking at.
Funny thought,
Yes.
but also quite absurd. All right.
You get it? They were leaning on the fourth wall there. That is the joke.
Where did that
I went over
giant
my head.
two-legged machine go? A thing that size can't just disappear on an island this small. Did it just
What's that giant
vanish
scroll in the
into
sky?
air?
If it didn't sound so absolutely stupid, it could totally be the case here. What's going on here?
It's just the map. Don't worry about it. Anything we missed at the site? Here's a.
Looks like Flintstone.
Yabba dabba doo.
Could there still be
Thinking it.
completely unexplored corners of our world? Whatever lies beyond, we'll have no choice but to go in, or my parents and all the other animals will be lost. I hope
Well,
my parents
Ma.
are still okay. Ah, dung! Doesn't work. Ha! I got a piece.
I guess that works. I have flint. I'll use flint and straw to make a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Every hair on my fur is standing up right now. Whatever that grotesque creature is, the deer certainly didn't lay down.
Wait, I just realized, are those Slendermen?
Yes.
Let's see, going back to the strange building. I have
All right.
anything in my inventory now.
The
I
CPU
can
fan,
stop
right.
the fan.
I would say either rope
Since
or
the
that.
tower is like immediately this direction, I think we need to finish something else.
Just toss Gwen in there. It'll be
Whatever's
fine.
behind that window, it's hidden in deepest darkness.
And then Airman pops into my head and says,
Why
if
should
you
there be
ever
straw
want to
lying
defeat
around?
Airman, throw leaves at it.
Can throw leaves at a lot of people, honestly. It'll make a lot of them go away. If you'd
Or
believe
leap
it.
Ah, we both said it.
Guess we're going to start the fire again.
Hey, Jonas.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh man, you're dead now.
Right.
Now we got fire.
Just burn everything. That's the solution.
It's melted, but the wax is still liquid.
Okay, we just melted the candle.
Nice.
So, how's everyone doing here tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah?
That
Doing
doesn't have to be illuminated.
okay.
Yeah?
I'm feeling sassy.
How's that different from usual?
Yeah.
Even a sly crocodile must have been
We brought the sass with the class. He's gonna beat some.
ventriloquist a little less disturbingly.
Wow, GC.
No, I'm just,
I don't know.
Well, then,
And neither do you.
I don't want to burn it.
No one knows, Jonas. No one knows.
I don't want to burn it.
scream emoji.
What if, when you said scream
have to tie a rope
emoji,
around
I
that.
just screamed emoji? What if that, huh?
What if that indeed? We'll never know.
What if?
Don't just scream emoji.
What if I screamed emoji movie?
Well, that is something to
I have
scream
no mouth,
about.
but I'm a scream emoji.
Starring Patrick Stewart.
A very different
I mean, he
architecture
was
from the
in it,
houses
yes,
in
but I don't know if
Bella
I'd
Hill.
really
I
say
guess
that
anyone
movie
still
was
lived on this
starring
remote island.
anyone.
I know.
Just unfortunately featuring.
Yeah. That is actually very. Ooh.
Please.
Oh.
Fancy
Are we
iron
gonna-
boots! The armor seems to have been made for a wild boar.
This is the
We need the
armor
iron
of
boots to get past the fan,
Gulliver
don't we?
a notorious
Yes.
enemy of my
That's what I'm
great
thinking.
I mean, that's how it works in Zelda.
After
Yeah.
Gulliver was defeated in combat, our family received the armor as a trophy. Please don't touch it. It is my lucky charm.
Okay, I won't touch it.
They're always after his Lucky Charms.
I didn't touch it.
Are you crazy? The beautiful armor! Ah, you have completely destroyed it!
I'm sorry.
Although, actually, it was quite ugly. And the dust kept
What?
it to boot. Finally, I have a reason to throw it away.
But
Leave it
it's
there, I'll just sweep it away later.
This guy's so absurdly chill about everything.
Nothing's moving. The pedestal is firmly.
Let's burn his house down. See what he says.
GC, you can't just go around burning people's houses down. It's rude.
Must be
But he's so chill about it. Come on.
No.
You know how
I'll put my
salad
stuff in
cats
other
are.
people's
They're
straw.
just setting stuff on fire all the time.
Yeah, you know how they are.
No, I'm not
You took the salad class, defense class in 8th grade like everybody else did.
Look, I just think things to a logical conclusion. He's a chill guy.
The wall.
So burn his house down.
Ah,
Get to see what he says.
All my artistic
Logical conclusion.
picture and worked on it for hours. And you
Oh,
seem to be in my
video
favor.
games, alright.
Every detail added up to something great on the canvas. I then finished my day's work and intended to complete it the next morning. But little did I suspect the hideous curse that would once again sink its claws into my work.
Oh no. What happened?
When I looked at it the next day with a fresh set of eyes, it appeared to me as a grotesque still life out of a fever dream. Pure ugliness.
Also, hello,
loomed
Griffin.
in
Nice
front
to
of
see
me,
you.
As if the picture
Hello.
had been infected overnight with the concentrated vileness of a garbage dump. The now obvious errors in the image composition tortured my poor artist's soul like 1,000 prickly needles. From that day on, I hung it on the wall like that and promised to never look at the disgusting piece of work again.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, typical artists.
Yep, I was thinking it.
look.
A framed drawing. Somewhat messy line art, but still quite pretty. I see a river.
I haven't watched that clip again later.
and something else.
Thanks. It's made by me and thus easy to recognize.
The grotesque jellyfish monster in the right of the scene is a great touch.
What are you talking about? Don't you see a person?
But why do the legs extend straight from the torso and the arms from the neck? What's going on with those eyeballs?
It was made by AI.
Hey, stop that. I admit the shading may make it look a wee bit vague, but my style is also very complex and sophisticated. Something to which the simple-minded everyman's eye is very unaccustomed.
Look, man, we don't
Achievement
want to...
unlocked, art nerd.
What a mess.
Part of being awe-inspiring is to admit that you're not awe-inspiring. Then people will be odd.
Aw.
Oh,
That's how they're awed, right? Aw.
yeah.
Aw.
Aw.
Aw. Ah.
Obviously, we need a bucket of mud. We don't know why yet, but it lets us do that. We need the bucket for something, obviously.
Greetings, my slimy friend.
Welcome back, friends.
Or slice.
Admittedly, but you are welcome.
Goodbye.
You next. You.
She just slime all over the items in my pockets.
Rude.
She slimed me.
Luckily, I'm not able to try on such ugly boots. If I had arms, hooves, paws, or anything similar, I'm sure I would have use for something like that.
It's a great tone of voice she had there.
Unfortunately.
Something like that.
Nothing interesting.
We're odd people, aren't we, Jonas?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Good.
Pointer.
Well, we...
Do you have
No, but it doesn't...
you know a
I see.
You got me,
We're
Dappy.
off again. Oh man, that's probably the very last thing I'd mount on my wall if I was a healer. They're just cheap imitations. She starts fighting as soon as you approach her.
Rude.
It is rude. How dare.
It's already doing its... It's already doing its... The wind is already put... The boots will be ripped into tiny pieces.
Really?
I'll have to find another way to get past. In one piece.
Look at those ugly things. I'm more than glad that such garments never became a thing for birds.
Maybe you throw something in with the shoes and then into the fan?
And do
It
the
would only
mud.
be ripped into pieces. Or flung across the place. It would only pour...
Try one of those rocks. Just see what this says.
That rock will be ripped. You've got to find another...
Jeez. Everything's gonna rip into pieces.
It's gonna be ripped into pieces. Literally
You're ripped to pieces.
everything.
I'm ripped to pieces. Everything's ripped to
Appears to be some
pieces.
sort of suit hidden
Reese's
behind
Pieces.
Why-
a thick wall of glass.
Even Reese's Pieces?
Wait, there's something in the breast pocket. A package with pictures of medicinal herbs on it.
Herbs.
Herbs.
Medicine, perhaps?
No, it's
Oh,
just
what's
a
that?
pack of cigarettes.
I can't open it.
Or some dank old
This seems to be...
margariner.
Margarina?
Yeah, margariner.
Margarina?
Haven't you ever heard
You know,
of
that dank
margariner?
old margarine. It's not really butter.
Underneath this rubble is more rubble
Can't
at
believe it's
best.
not butter.
No, thank you. Full of these strange...
Margariner.
Judging by the battered exterior, it seems to have been
Margarina.
broken for... You certainly can't open the door from this side.
Yep, yep, yep.
What am I
Anyway.
doing? Yeah,
I know,
yep,
guys.
Yep, 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 yep.
When Rob says medicinal cigarettes. Nah, if this were an Australian game instead of a German one, I'd be like, oh,
What a
yep,
strange-
menthol
it seems
cigarettes.
it's about-
Absolutely.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know what it is about Australians and menthol cigarettes.
I don't want to get rid of... That doesn't have... That must have been there for ages. You can't even tell. Watch.
Need another one of the dolls.
Ugh.
Never mind. I'm literally going and looking this up, and they literally banned menthol cigarettes in December.
Yeah,
Australia.
Miller. Why you gotta hate all over Australia?
I'm not hating on them, I just don't know the
Hating
fineries of their internal policies on a
Hating
daily
Is there
basis.
not of-
All over
Excuse
Australia.
me
I'm so
For
disappointed.
for having my for having my stereotypes 3 months out of date.
Miller, like everyone in
So,
Australia is
you-
crying right now because of what you said.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's true. If you could just hear them. They're crying into their Vegemite, Miller. How dare you?
Veggie missiles.
Vegemissiles.
Well, you know what? If they want to feel better, they can go down to Macca's and get some.
It's a burger with beetroot on it.
Launch the Vegemissiles.
Yep. Like I say, the dictionary goes crazy when I put a new word like that.
I don't want to get rid of any.
Yeah, crying their crikey tears into their Vegemite.
Crikey.
Yes.
I like Vegemite.
Well, Jonas, you can have as much of it as you like.
I don't eat a lot of it.
I
but,
admire him for his skills and
See,
dexterity.
the trick is,
Unfortunately, I'll have to get creative another way. For reasons I'm
you
sure
use like
you
this like
see.
micro.
Perhaps one day,
and it's
I'll
perfect.
create sculptures from vast quantities of dried snail slime. But for now, it would be wiser to take care of this crazy situation here.
You know, I just realized her voice sounds like Stan's sister from South Park. With the braces on.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Maybe.
Have you ever seen the two of them together in the same place at the same time?
Yes. No.
See? I rest my case.
Man, there's so much I can look forward to life.
I think I'm gonna need that item. It's no good to me in the water.
Burp. Excuse me. And excuse me again.
Jonas, answer Boxer. Do you put Vegemite in your coffee?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's just what someone who puts Vegemite in his coffee would say.
Yeah.
It's ancient.
On to veggie missiles.
I told the story about the time I exported Tabasco in my
Lever
coffee,
stuck.
right?
Guess it's not.
Do,
It
do,
stopped in
do,
its-
do, 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 do.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to stretch a rope, you could tie one of the rope ends around that cylindrical pedestal below the statue. I'd best start over there by the other statue.
You know, I just missed that. How'd you stop the statue?
You could use it again and
Tie
it
the other
pauses
end of the
its little
rope around the
dance.
cylindrical pedestal below the other
Ah.
statue.
Thought we did that last stream. Weird.
We kept trying to use it and then, like, use the rope on it in time because we didn't realize you could pause it.
That was a good scream.
That was.
That was obvious it was going to happen like that.
Oh, bummer.
Ah, come on! The rope ripped apart instead of making this.
Obviously,
heavy
we need
guy
the
fall
actually
over.
much tougher rope from
The rope is
the
useless
building.
Is the rope useless?
Yes.
That huge machine.
Everything
was
is useless when you
trickster.
have no use for it.
Hmm. I'll make a use out of it.
That's a bit of Stoker wisdom for you right there. Don't
That
spend it all
rope
in
right
one
there.
now.
place.
Probably once had a use on this building. It seems to be made of a completely different material than any other rope I've ever seen. It's much more thicker and harder.
It's much more thicker.
It's more ropular.
It's totally
What should I
ropular,
do with-
bro.
What's that accent?
I don't know.
I guess I
Alright,
can't
then.
move it until it's already open.
It's your face,
I
okay?
can't get the.
Oh, why do you gotta do that?
Because it's your face.
I guess I can't.
How dare.
Can't move it until the screws are removed.
Unfortunately,
How dare?
How
Dare you?
I can't knock.
dare.
I can't knock the. It's a path to the. I get such a strange, tingling sensation all over my body when I think of who might have once walked on it.
Who might have once walked on your body? Yeah, that also gives me a
Creepy.
weird tingling sensation. I
Like,
call
yes.
it ouch.
What kind of freakish animal has
It's a
5
path that
toes?
gets such-
Most of them have 1 or
the
5.
front plate-
Touch your face!
Something tells me we shouldn't be here.
I have a feeling we might need to free Jarlina first.
You should anyway. She's just a poor little woofy.
She is.
She's just a poor little woofy.
You're the little
It
puppy!
would only lie
She's
useless-
you a puppy!
She's gonna get you a
Man.
puppy? Okay.
We're just like jumped up.
Let's see if this
tonight. What
works.
the hell?
We're just jiving, you know?
Yeah,
That's
we're
how it
just
works.
jiving.
Crunch, crunch,
Yeah,
crunch,
man.
crunch.
Let's go make a band. We'll call it the Jives.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay,
there
we
seems
did.
to be quite a bit of liquid sloshing around
Awesome.
in there. A particularly clear water.
Oh, hey,
I call
clear
it-
water.
Poor God.
call
what a
it drums.
terrible place to these thorny
What do you
bushes
call
and-
them?
Drummers.
Ugh,
You
I
call
don't-
the drummers... You call the drums drummers?
Yes.
Even though the stitches they
Hmm.
give my hooves must be just
That's
as
awful
deadly.
eccentric of you.
Yeah, I could call them Canadian drummer cats.
Sure. You do that.
I will.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Darn.
glad we had this conversation.
Okay, I'll go up with a better name.
That won't help her. I'll take these boots off. The tree stump is full of hungrily gnawing woodworms.
Yeah, same, but you don't see me bragging about it.
Is this one of your special waters by any chance?
I can't believe it. Yes. Yes, indeed. As a reward, I will produce some of my world-class snail
This is
slime
such
for
good
you.
voice acting. Oh.
Here you go.
Oh.
Super duper extra sticky. Just for you.
Thank you.
Ugh.
What,
I've never
giant
held
snail
anything
with
so
a sun
sticky
hat
and
on your
close
resume?
before.
I mean, listen, if I could put that on my resume, do you think I wouldn't?
Fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Put that in your hat and smoke it.
Putting this
Okay.
on the stump won't do me any good. The woodworms won't give a... The tree stump...
Woodworms don't give a damn.
Aw. Aw.
Aw.
Oh,
Hello up there, Miss...
Aw.
The woodworms seem to be doing pretty well over there.
Oh, those little rascals are much quicker and nimble these days. And sadly, I'm not the youngest anymore.
We'll be on our...
May
Didn't know that the plants in this region were that hostile.
Well, now you do. Learn something new every day.
I'm sure the worms inside will distrust me even more if I beat on their home like crazy with this.
I mean,
Yeah, but
you
you
won't
really
know
wanna
until
let-
you try.
Mud is
Yeah.
sti-
Do you really want to let that stop you?
I'd hate to feed the
Worm
wooden buckets
opinions?
to the worms. It could be useful. The rolling pin is too useful to feed to the woodworms. I'm
Yeah,
sure the
think of
worms
all the times
inside will-
we've used it.
You know, Finn almost sounds like a Billy West character, like Fry from Futurama. On.
Yeah, a little
I don't
bit.
have to make it slimy here. I'm
Man,
sure
I
the
have to
straw
make
doll
it
would do
slime.
better in
I
it.
can't do it.
I don't have to make it. I don't have.
You don't have to make it slimy there. You're just doing it for fun.
And profit.
We'll be on our way then. I don't think that will do it. I don't. don't want to... I can certainly use the straw dawn. The candles melted enough. I don't have to make...
Fingers, you would think so. But that does not seem to be the case. You can put things on it.
That's not what belongs...
That's not what belongs on a trestle. Well, what does belong on a trestle, huh?
Yeah, you tell him, Rick.
That's not what belongs... The wolf
Rick's had
settled
enough
looks
of your
like...
shit.
This'll do it no good. I prefer to start my career as a ventriloquist a little less disturbingly. This'll do it no...
Can't be done.
Ian's... I don't have to make... That doesn't fit... That doesn't... That doesn't...
You don't. You don't. You
It's
don't.
starting to cool down.
I have to use a very, very specific sticky item in my inventory out of the 3 sticky items in my inventory to use for this.
Yeah, naturally. Isn't that obvious?
You had to make sure it didn't fall into pieces. Or get shred to pieces, right?
Jesus, you say.
Wow, eh?
To shreds,
Surface
you
is already
say?
But maybe it'll work anyway.
Requesting sample for analysis.
Oh, okay.
Pee in the cup.
Positive.
Wanna.
Opening up cell initiated.
To be honest, I have a really bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Not gonna lie. What?
Captain Kirk, is that you?
What is that?
Did it move?
It's a flahumba.
Oh, got one of those.
Hello? What was that?
Hey, how rude! He didn't even say hello.
The lack of manners should be the least of our problems, because I see something much more disturbing. So it wasn't just a suit that was stored here. I can't assign this creature to any animal species I know. It seems like it was hibernating in there, but never woke up again. Or maybe that creature was trying to hide from something in there. I don't need it.
Maybe.
Or maybe.
Or maybe.
But what
Clothing of this
if?
creature is still
But
inside.
maybe.
There's something in the breast
But
pocket.
it could be.
But possibly.
There are several pictures of medicinal herbs
There's
in
a
the
chance
packaging.
that-
According to this...
But
it's a
have you
painkiller.
considered?
You can read it for some reason.
Well, actually,
Jonas, don't be a nanny panty.
Don't be a what?
Yeah.
A nanny panty.
And Nanny Panny?
Don't.
Panty.
Well, actually, us.
Achievement unlocked. Bonjour.
Wow.
Tee
I can't assign this. Seems like it never. Or maybe.
If I ever do a game like this, I want to have a feature where, like, if you keep interrupting him, he gets pissed off. Like, but it maybe.
He's like, listen, I spent a lot of time recording this line.
Yeah, I want to see it a million times, so bleh.
I have to say, seek lest one more time. I swear to God.
Hey, Miller, if you're gonna make a game like this, would it be pixel style or 3D, or neither?
If I made a game like this,
Yeah, like a point and click.
it probably wouldn't be pixely.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends what artist I'm working with.
It would be 5D.
Thank you.
I mean, if the artist I work with works in 5D, then I guess I'm making a 5D game.
Seriously, strange.
I mean, if you had a choice, like which aesthetic would you prefer?
I really like what Monkey Island did recently. Really had very painterly style to a lot of the characters.
That was pretty fun.
Like everything looked like it had just jumped off of a Dali painting. Or a Picasso. And like I kind of like that.
Maybe it did, Miller. Maybe it did jump straight out of one of those paintings. Did you ever think of
I
that?
don't believe you?
That's because I'm lying.
You lie? Absurd.
Yeah, you're right. I never lie. Let me give you an example. I'm lying.
So I can trust you then.
No, because I never lie. So if I say I'm lying, then it can't be the truth.
One of the statues always lies, one of them always tells the truth, and the third one's just indecisive.
But what if you are telling the truth and I can't trust you?
Oh no, more vandalism.
But if I'm telling the truth and the statement I'm lying must be
Of course.
false, so that makes it a
I have
lie.
to push the sign first before I can put the doll onto the
I
stage.
trust you.
Makes
You'd
sense.
never lie.
Of course.
Doesn't belong.
Of course, Rick. Why didn't you think of that?
Yeah, Rick.
So obvious. Clearly. Yep, definitely.
It's as plain as the nose on your knee. I didn't come up with that.
Tell it to the judge.
It's like, why can't I eat this thing?
He's having a moment.
It's definitely not making this gloomy place any friendlier. They're surrounding the entire tower.
Too bad this Morph of West is a reindeer.
They're fixed to the ground. No secret
That's
passage or
right.
anything.
He saved Christmas.
He did. I saw him. He saved Christmas by
Yeah, if
flexing
you need
his
to know what
biceps.
form you're in, you can also do !current. And the bot will reply with what the current form
It's definitely
is.
not.
Check this guy out with his bot features.
It leads inside. Nothing visible to open it with. I'll knock politely.
My leader, is that you?
Uh-oh.
Bill Wolf's in there, apparently.
Must have been the wind. Ah,
Of
too
course.
bad. I was hoping it was that roebuck I saw earlier. So I could finally crack his skull open like a walnut. Wait! Now I've locked myself out again! I should really remember that this door can only be opened from the inside.
Yeah, you really should.
I'll just use the back entrance again.
like a pleb.
I like how every footstep he takes shakes the screen.
That would have been too easy. Jarek has one of his men stationed here.
We better not mess with him.
There is a back entrance.
Yeah.
What gave you that idea? It's absolutely not
How do you get
anything like
back
that
in?
at all, anywhere. What?
They're surrounding the entire tower. I feel nothing that would indicate a secret passageway.
It's a magic tower. Come on.
That doesn't do any. Ah, with the help of the mud, we could see where he goes. I should pour the mud on the slabs in front of the entrance, so he steps right into it.
Yeah, that's thinking. That's using the old noodle.
He's trying still. Give him a chance.
No,
Okay.
It leads in.
I refuse. I refuse to be reasonable.
That's reasonable.
No, it isn't.
That noise again. And I stepped right into this darn mud. Wait! Now I've locked myself out again. I should really remember that this door can only be opened from the inside.
Where have I heard that before?
I'll just use the back entrance
What if
again.
that's a hint? Like the next time he's like, remember the inside. Only from the inside can you open this door. Who am I talking to?
Look. It seems like
Not
he stepped
from
on
the
these stones in a
outside,
certain
just the
order.
inside.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
shit.
grooving.
You didn't need to do the splits.
Right! A secret door!
Why not?
but
I hope I
it
don't
was
run into that
cool, wasn't
wolf.
it? Deer split.
Achievement unlocked, the 90s called.
You're my little butterfly.
Lucky us. He didn't see me. You can clearly see that the wolves were here
What
earlier.
is
He
love?
must have been the first who found this button again after all these centuries. Downright menacing. Here's hoping that the owls who posed as models for these statues weren't replicated on a 1-to-1 scale. The back end leads outside, and it's aimed directly at the great sight of the owls.
Okay, use button.
The wolves must have uncovered this button.
Obliterate. Obliterate.
Exterminate!
This tower is activated.
So now
Yep.
we're playing a Ubisoft game. We gotta go activate towers.
The wolves are none the wiser from the very loud zappy sound.
What?
He said
Oh my god, the
they're
squirrel's littering.
none
Let's see
the
reading.
wiser.
Greetings.
What?
How can you be calm enough to read a book now?
Listen, I'm trying to find out about the monster that was causing trouble here a moment ago. It must be possible to assign it to one of the animal species. But even this clever encyclopedia here doesn't seem to have the faintest idea about where this thing might have come from.
I guess your encyclopedia won't be of much use there, my fuzzy friend. We're dealing with something completely unknown right now.
Maybe I can still find something.
If not, I'd suggest you find somewhere to hide.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Well, I will
Let's go.
anyway.
Don't let those...
Something tells me that machine must have swum away. All the better for us.
Somehow.
Palpatine returned. Wait,
Yes.
what?
Stoker, too soon.
I didn't get any special items from that.
Putting this on the stump won't
No,
do me
but you
any
did
good.
get the
Mealworms
wonderful
won't give
sense
a
of
damn pile
accomplishment.
sawdust about it.
You did get that, right?
I'm not gonna
It
steal
was
the
it was on the
woodpecker lady.
list. It was on the checklist. You got that right.
Is there any other wood that we can just use to fish out the
The
woodworms?
tree stump.
No,
Aw.
it's against our religion.
What is this entire thing about anyway? Why is it zoom in? Why can't I use any items on this?
Because of the curse.
It's just taunting you.
That won't help her.
The curse of Amontillado.
The curse. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blur.
The curse of a Monty Python.
This part of the gutter is quite long.
Jonas,
and
I don't
bent
think
in
you have room to
L-shape.
talk through. I think like half the things you draw are blurst.
It's got you there, man.
It's just there to collect
I'm
rain.
definitely not planning that.
Rattling it around.
Did you
will
ever
probably
post
buy-
that picture of Penny without
This
a
part of the
face
gutter prevents
anywhere?
Larger amounts of water from collecting between the two
Oh,
roofs. This part of the
You should upload that. It's in the sticker set, but more people should see that.
Wow, even the snap
I'm
fits in my pants.
incredibly
Too much
concerned and
information.
also not sure if I even want to.
Look,
Nothing
man, sometimes Penny just doesn't have a face. It happens that way.
Uh-huh.
Fan without a
Poor
face.
Tap won't be able to do anything. Probably there to treat. I can't sit down and relax here. I can see the sunset especially well.
Monster.
Look at it this way. I have to balance out all the sexy with my
Ugh,
beer
that's
fuel.
some
It's
wind.
kind of a one-to-one thing, you know?
You know what? That's completely fair. I can
Healthy
respect that.
The other part of a balanced
Hey
breakfast.
Gwen, would you?
Hmm. Not so sure about that part.
Man, that's too heavy even for
That's
me.
right back.
I've been letting my 7-day-a-week workout slide a bit lately. I guess 6 days is simply not enough for killer owl biceps.
Yeah, they just need an excuse why you're not strong enough for this.
A heavy salt on it. I see a skull and a dusty jar I neither need nor.
Come on, empty the bookshelf.
No way. Hey Gwen,
Man, I guess.
I guess we'll have to come up with something. Nothing inter. This crack runs through the entire wall. On the other side, a large object appears to be blocking the hole.
That's what she. Never mind.
Nope.
Studies of
Never
bird bones,
mind.
probably just sketches for a comic book. There's some undeciphered. Am I supposed to club the shelf with this until it's reduced to sawdust?
Yes.
It's a little too massive for that. That won't fit in.
Here's a concept: an adventure game where every single item works with every single puzzle.
If
That.
only.
I'm trying to decide if that would be wonderful or terrible.
Probably both. Just no matter what the item is, the character comes up with some justification for how to use it in this puzzle.
All right,
Man,
okay.
what a weird concept.
What is?
awful.
GC coming back.
I can't close.
What about an adventure game where all the items are just gibberish things?
Oh.
I mean,
Yes,
that's gonna be
Jonas,
your...
what about an adventure game programmed by you?
Yeah.
Ah, you have to use the blue, the fun, and on the finger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what he said.
Tell us more,
Calculated
Jonas.
perfectly.
Tell us more, Jonas.
Just pull the bookshelf over. Come on. Let it fall onto the floor. Probably break this entire house in the process.
Oh, so you mean you'd be housebroken?
House and Broken.
If it works
Read
the
out
same
that.
as
Not to be
any other-
confused with House and Petten.
Pet the house. House pets.
There's no answer.
I wonder what house
Very
pets
different
translate
art.
to
I
other
guess anyone
languages.
still.
Housupetsu!
Yeah, thank you, Stoner.
I mean, you're Japanese right on the spot, Stoker.
Thank you. I do what I can. With what I am given. Which isn't much.
It's all right where it is. I think the ashes in the wood are all.
No, they aren't.
Oh dear. So many bones. Dude, I think I'm gonna puke.
You're an owl.
I was gonna say, yeah,
vomit
you're
up
an owl.
bones.
Vomiting bones is like the thing they do.
You're what you're known for. You're
it's
known
like-
for two things: being adorable and puking up skeletons. Just like me. Yes, Miller.
Joker, you're supposed to drink people's blood, not eat their whole.
Yes, but Jonas, blood is made in the marrow, right?
Oh yeah.
See?
Blood is just liquid bones.
Ah, yes, of
It's
course.
bone soup.
Use the scissors with the
Let's even
pipe.
pull out those
That
screws
is
and
what
tip of the scissor
affects
blades.
screws.
You should be able to move the pipe
Makes
now.
Makes sense.
No, it literally doesn't.
Makes sense. You're just not thinking outside
That's
the box.
exactly what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use any other tool for this except a pair of scissors.
Doesn't fit the small. I'm sure I can find a better place.
I'm just thinking about how nightmarish I could make my adventure game.
Jonas, you're a monster.
Like I could just weed out all but the completionists, the folks who just won't give up no matter what.
You're a monster, Jonas.
I build up all these plot points, Lost style, and then completely pay off none of them.
Because you're a monster.
You get an achievement for giving me 5-star review.
Monster.
I think that's actually against Steam guidelines.
Yeah, well, your face is against guys.
Those
Wow.
dusty bones,
Your face
I'd
is
probably only
achievement.
find more dust.
Wow. We got some rude dudes in here tonight.
What would you call the rude Roo now?
The Roo
Yes.
Croo. Yeah.
Doesn't fit the small pipe. I'm sure I can find a better place for the.
It looks like it's custom made for this pipe, but I guess
What
not.
should I do with the? The screws are. Unfortunately, I wonder what these pipes were once pulling out. It would only be or
Hmm. You know, I got a weird idea. Painkillers. Van, you.
No.
Huh?
I don't think painkillers prevent death, GC.
With this game's logic, I wouldn't be surprised.
I would. Even with this game's logic.
Okay. Just
It
saying.
did say there were
It's
magic
on the,
painkillers.
putting this on the stump.
I'll give you some of those.
What, painkillers that keep you from being dismembered?
Yeah.
How often do you deal with potential dismemberment, Jonas?
Well, you know, I have no follow-up to that. Clever dismemberment pun.
Sorry, I guess I
Lies.
caught you off guard with a disarming
Too
remark.
heavy for me.
Left you without a leg to stand on.
Oh, you sure dismembered me.
Wait a minute. I know this thing. Doesn't this belong to that highly interesting room installation I saw years ago? How much did you have to pay to get a piece of this true work of art?
Actually, that's just a rain gutter I picked up somewhere.
Oh, then I must have been wrong. Oh, does this wax sculpture belong to you? Seems like a monkey's foot to me, but strangely deformed by the influence of your expressionistic style. The angular shape of this package is simple, but aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, well, you know what else is aesthetically
nothing to do
pleasing.
with the works of this kind. Ugh, that's barbaric.
Femwest?
Yeah, very much so, actually.
All right.
I'll accept that answer.
That won't fit in.
Use it for some leverage.
But it won't fit!
Travis decided that we should be aesthetically pleased.
I'm very aesthetically pleased by this decision.
They need to have a whole dialogue tree with like the bandaged up horse guy that's just like, and then your responses are, and you're just both getting into it, and that goes on for like 15 minutes.
Then later at the end of the game, he gets out and it turns out you proposed marriage to him. He's like, no, take back these.
Remind me, I'll never let you write anything I work on, Jonas.
Either that or the horse guy, like even he's out of the band, he still talks like that. It's like, oh hey horse guy, how you doing? You look better. And he's just like,
It must have been built by the first owls that settled here.
I like that
imagine
answer.
all the things that must have been lost to history by now.
It's stuck under the stone wing of the statue. Nothing's happening. It seems to me that this statue is only made to be looked at. There are
Well, I mean,
outlines of
most
countries
statues are
and
only made to be
islands
looked
carved
at.
into it.
What do you want to do,
Nine.
fuck it?
Not in a magical adventure world.
your magical adventure world.
Obviously
I'm
need
not,
to do
thank you
something
very
with
much.
this stone disc.
Hey Jonas,
Must have
what
been
about
built
a
1,000
what
years
about a
ago by
penny
the
point and
elves.
click game?
Man, just think about about how old these things are.
They must have
What do you
looked
think?
much more impressive
I
back
don't know.
then. Though
I
water
need to
Well
find out-
and debris
I need to find
have
out what the
certainly
best
taken
pixel
their
editor is.
toll over time.
MS Paint.
Yeah, thank you. No, I know that there's one some everybody uses. I just don't know what
This
it's
will
called.
not remove.
MS
Paint.
Paint.
Thank you.
Paint.net.
Just use the
No,
scissors
this-
with the stone disc.
Stone disc.
That'll work. No.
I mean,
This will not remove.
Why wouldn't it remove the
This will
stone
not re-
disc? Who
oh,
knows?
shoot, I'll be right back.
No, but like I know that there is definitely like there are pixel paint programs that people use to make games like this. I should probably just ask like the guy who made the game. I am in the Discord.
Yeah, I'd probably go ask like Ponet or something.
Yeah. I mean, you could do pixel art in like CSP, but I know there are ones that are designed for it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Putting this on the stump won't do me any good. The wood.
We'll give it the Imperial Science about it. Where could we possibly find some wood for woodworms? And if it's not wood, then what is it? What is it that you want me to do with the woodworms?
World may never know.
I mean, I think the wordworms would prefer you do nothing with them. But,
Yeah, well, it's an adventure game, and it's letting me select them. I obviously need to do something with them.
I shouldn't take out my lust for destruction on these tents here.
Maybe we just burn them. I don't know.
I'm sure the worms inside will distrust me even more if I beat on their home like crazy with this. I've always wondered what it's like to live in a birdhouse like that. Where's the living room and the bathroom? Are there comfortable hangout areas? And who's going to clean up all the leftover worms from the couch?
You're asking dangerous questions, dude.
I wouldn't want to upset the woodpecker lady in her old age.
If she was younger,
Clearly, we just need to make the woodpecker younger. That's easier than doing any other way to deal with a set of worms.
All right, I'm back.
I back.
I don't want to. I don't want. I don't.
I am out of ideas.
Now, where you got a guide handy?
Nope. I can, though.
Am I missing any items right now?
Good question.
Ashley says I can pick up an item at the river. What did I miss here? Can I pick up the stick?
It's stuck in the stone. However, I don't think I need a musty old stick.
Are you sure? Can I pick up the sign? I guess I have a sign now.
A piece of wood where you can't even tell what was written on it anymore.
That's useful.
Is it the sign of things
They
to come?
decorate the rather barren landscape a little. I wonder if there were similar trees there when the owls still lived in the area.
You alright?
On the line.
Oh, okay.
It's stuck under... I can't open... It's stuck... It's stuck under... I don't need to have a conversation here. I can't close... You can make out the outlines of forgotten lands on it.
Pretty rad. But unfortunately, we'll have to deal with that another time.
This will not...
Oh, no.
Ash is correct. You need to
will not
pry the
remove-
stone disc.
Pry is not a verb.
This will not...
I know.
This will not... You can make out the...
Pretty.
Nothing...
Oh, of course, the doorstop.
Oh, man.
There are outlines of...
Nobody can ever
world
defeat
map.
doorstop.
Yeah, there needed to be something there to be like, it's wiggling a bit, but if I could just get some more leverage in there, if I could just wedge it out.
There's literally only one thing in my inventory that could possibly do that.
I could throw something at the switch to push it, only I'd need a lot of strength, and be able to shoot around the corner. Therefore, I'm afraid this item will be of no use to me. It actually fits!
Again, that's what she said.
Thank you.
Geez, so were you on The Office one time?
Stupidest things.
Listen. I don't often make those jokes, but when they're handed to me on the silver platter, what am I supposed to do? Not make them?
I mean, you
Guys
might
in
be
the
there.
chat, when I ask for a hint, that does not mean tell me everything to do for the next 20 minutes.
Who knows what it was once used for, when the rest of this strange building still existed?
Wait, can you not hit? Is that flashing light not a button you can hit? Or is it just the light?
That was the button.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
You weren't looking.
I wasn't.
I was watching through echolocation.
Is it like the Silverwing TV series or echolocation is some kind of like force power?
Yes. I really love that scream. I would set that as one of my text message notifications.
It's like a goat scream.
I
Exactly.
Afraid you're not getting up again.
Oh, that was
Achievement
lame,
unlocked, you're not getting up again. It was funny the first time you said it. So it's funny the second time the game says it.
Hey, Rick, this joke is not funny.
The wolves must have uncovered this button.
That sound reminds me a lot of like classic message notifications.
Oh, there's the Super Friend sound again.
This tower is activated.
Thanks for telling me the tower is activated. I would not have been able to figure that out from context.
I just want to be absolutely sure.
Even now, there is no trace left of that huge machine.
If it didn't sound so crazy, you'd almost assume this thing is able to remove itself from this world at will.
Spooky.
Yeah, it can edit the save file, like Flowey.
That rock will be ripped into tiny pieces. I've got to find another.
Ripped into
It
tiny
would only be
pieces.
worth-
Everything would be ripped into tiny pieces.
I wonder what these pipes were.
That rock might have a family.
How will you be able to get through that without falling over or getting shredded in or anything?
There isn't
Without getting
anyway.
ripped into tiny pieces?
Go around the side. God.
Nope.
Chuck Testa. Yes, fish preferred. We walked in front of that fan before and it just sucks you in and you die.
Yes, you get chopped up into little deer chunks.
It's
Am I supposed
quite
to
graphic,
club the shell
honestly.
with this until
It
reduces to
is.
Sawdust?
Yes.
And
A little
delicious.
too massive for that. That won't
Obviously,
fit me.
use the old sign for that. I have no idea.
Nothing interesting.
I think you're on the right path of what you need to use the old sign for.
I guess it's wood. The first piece of wood that exists in this entire game.
Wouldn't you know it?
Obviously. Can't get wood from anywhere else except an old sign.
Who's up for dessert? Gotcha! That won't help her.
So am I the only one who's kind of shipping him with the wolf girl?
Those mean thorns would only prick at.
Stoker.
That won't help.
Yes, Jonas.
Stoker.
Yes, Jonas.
No, me too.
I guess we will use the woodworms on the bookcase then. Being extra destructive.
Yay.
Yay, destruction!
Finger says,
Oh
still
my-
think the rolling pin should have counted as wood. That's because it is wood.
This whole village is wood.
Yeah, there's wood everywhere. Why do we have to get an old sign for that?
That, all the rest of the wood is, protected. It's protected wood.
Point and click rules. If you can't actually touch it, it has no relevance to your existence.
That was impressive. Gee, that's some.
Oh
way.
no, even more
It's on
vandalism.
front. It's going out through the hole on the other side.
And there's nothing he
Like
can
a
do about it.
maelstrom.
First
Nothing in
dude's just like, yeah, this happens.
Won't be long now till my house falls on me and crashes.
There she
See ya.
flies away. I can see the.
There she goes again.
Hello?
There she goes.
Forgive my absence. I had to take care of some quite injured people in there. Let me tell you, by the hairy nostrils of my grandmother, I really have my hooves full
right.
since those machines appeared here.
Well, we thought maybe you could help us.
I will, if I can. By the way, I hope my overzealous assistant didn't cause you any trouble.
Just a little.
She is new around here. It always takes a while for spiders to adapt to our ways. Never mind. Off to the exam room.
Heck, now I'm dropping things. Oh, let's stop making me drop
Guns, my
things.
cabinet.
Okay.
Well, whatever. There are more important things to do. And please, close that darn window. Brrr. Thanks. How can the old healer Stanek help you in these hard times? Amputations? Nose hair
Wow.
extensions? A
That
noble
name's
laxative
super
made
Polish.
from only the best local herbs?
Well, long story short, we're trying to stop the wolves. They've opened the portal in the ancient site of the owls.
I heard about that. They are looking for something there.
We're on the trail of something ancient and powerful that may decide the fate of our world.
I don't know if I can be of much help to you, but feel free to talk to me if you want to know something more specific. In the meantime, I'll take care of that, poor sap over there. Something is still not quite right with his bandages.
Hurtful wolf.
Well, there's something.
I am listening.
What happened to your patient?
Him over there, one of those horrible machine creatures almost turned him into porridge. Near the coast, there is a gigantic specimen of those creatures, and it seems to love crushing anything that gets too close to its steel feet. We're lucky that thing hasn't come to our village yet.
What can you tell me about the area?
We are on a rather mysterious island here, full of things bearing witness to times long past. But sadly, most of us have no clue about anything more specific. The site, along with the towers, are said to have been built 1,000 years ago by the owls, as far as I know.
Do you know anything about the old site?
When I was little, I used to sneak around there trying to get in. However, it was in vain. Still, the secrets hidden away by the owls occupied my mind. It is almost unbelievable that the wolves managed to get inside somehow.
Do you know anything about the towers?
I'm a bit stumped on that one. I always thought they were watchtowers or something like that. But since the wolves activated them, the true purpose of the towers seems to have become clear.
Do you know anything about the Wall of Fog?
It borders our world. In my youth, I was foolish enough to venture into it. It was the strangest experience I've ever had. It was as if the ground was slowly disappearing beneath me, and as if I were being pulled deeper and deeper into a gigantic nothingness. If a friend of mine hadn't pulled me out of there, by Saint Hippo, I don't even want to think about what might have happened.
I know. So, you're some kind of doctor here?
That's right. The only one within hundreds of kilometers. Practicing medicine, operating, and mixing herbs is my thing. Admittedly, my knowledge of healing practices is a bit outdated, and some of my tools are already rusty and worn out.
But my
whatever,
patients have a
my patients survive
55%
my
survival
operations.
rate.
Sometimes, at least.
That sounds,
Great! Nothing.
All right.
I don't think that will. There are outlines of countries and islands carved into it. Some kind of world map. As long as those menacing brambles are wrapped around her, I can't get her out of here.
See, I would have
That
thought
won't help.
that would be what the scissors were for.
Brute force
Same.
won't make the thorns go away. Besides, it only...
For Hippo's sake, watch where you're stepping, Finn.
That won't help. Brute force won't... Brute force...
I haven't used a rolling pin for anything yet.
The rolling pin...
Smack
The
the
rolling-
thorns. Roll them out flat.
That won't help. Poor guy. What a these thorns... That won't help.
Yeah, you have all the stuff you need to get Charlino. It's just gotta be composed in a weird way, of
The rolling-
course.
Now the rolling pin is some kind of lever.
Obviously. Rolling pin is some kind of lever. That makes sense.
The rolling pin fits perfectly into the center.
And
of
now
the stone.
we've made a lever and a wheel.
Here, the... Here... Here... That won't help.
Won't it? I have no idea what we did here.
I don't think that... Brute force... There are outlines of some kind of... To sharp so I can turn it... To sharpen the scissors, I would first have to mount the stone somewhere, so I can turn it properly. I'm sure the worms inside...
Obviously, you need to mount it on the trestle.
But that's
what
not what a
for.
trestle's for.
No, obviously now
Looks
it's for
like a
something.
grindstone.
Obviously, it's a grindstone.
Here we go.
Because all I
Most
needed
good,
was
man.
sharper scissors. If the game even explained that a tiny bit, it might have put me on the towards the solution of creating an entire grindstone with lever and all.
I think.
You're supposed to figure this stuff out.
Also,
on your
because it's
own.
not a... Well, I mean, it probably is a grindstone, but that's the thing. Grindstone grinds. It turns wheat into flour. That's not... A random hunk of rock from a statue is not going to work as a
so
sharpening stone.
what they mean is whetstone.
Sharpening stone.
Now she's free.
Yeah.
I've got an idea where I'm
No,
taking her.
whetstones are wet.
What?
You put water on a whetstone. That's how it works.
She's
I-
up.
I'm not sure that.
Have you ever used a whetstone?
No, I'm.
You two?
We freed you
I
from the
have.
thorns.
You use water on it.
Still alive?
I
You
see.
really didn't look too good. What did those guys do to you out there?
They kept me hostage outside the camp. I tried to flee, and they gave me a pretty bad beating for that. Eventually, I was able to get away from them. I ran inside those thorn bushes to hide there. But I guess that was somewhat of a bad idea. How can I ever thank you?
No worries. You more or less saved our lives during our captivity. I'm Finn, by the way. We've seen each other before, but we haven't had the honor of introducing ourselves, have we?
Thank you so much, Finn. But now is not the time for small talk. Did my father
course.
open the portal?
He did! And he ventured into it along with his henchmen.
Oh,
They're
no.
all dead now.
This is bad. Listen to me. We have to work together. Everything here revolves around an ancient, magical scepter. My father longs for the power of that scepter, but he is about to make a huge mistake. Those machines, those strange places, it's all connected to that scepter. And my father will only make the situation worse because my head, everything is spinning.
Hang on, Charlena. We'll help you.
Wolf. You cultivate unusual friendships.
We need her help. She and her knowledge could be the key to ending this machine madness.
I can try a bandage and a healing herbal ointment. Aside from the beating she received from her fellow wolves, the toxic thorn pricks got her pretty badly. My herbal ointment will be able to alleviate some of the symptoms, like dizziness, but still, you would need something stronger to also numb the pain. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds for that at the moment.
Maybe we can find something else that might help.
I just wouldn't know what.
It's like we
I should
have.
give it to Stenek.
Fine.
This will help her.
Ooh, that feels better.
Instantly.
The
Morphine.
painkillers work.
Hey, it's gone.
Nevertheless, sit for a while.
I'll still stand by my idea.
Physically, you are still in a very unstable state.
Take the
But I
painkiller
guess
and jump
I'll
into the
finally have a
fan, you
chance
mean?
To fill my
Yeah.
two friends here in on everything.
You know what, GC? You are welcome to try that if you want to.
Listen to me. I'll start from the beginning. Because more or less, I'm the one to blame for everything here. Nothing
Everybody's
is as
staring
I
at her.
believe it is, Finn. When I was a kid, I used to sneak around the old storage room at our headquarters. A place of many mysteries and innumerable quantities of captured goods that had been piled up there for centuries.
La 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 la.
My father, however, was not supposed to find out about me sneaking around there. I crept around the old boxes and opened up some here and there. The things in them were old and broken, so they didn't pique my interest. Except for this one box, further back in the dark. I seemed to be the first to ever open it. It was full of old documents, and what I saw in them seemed inexplicable to me. Thanks to my mother's teachings of the old languages, I was able to decipher the text somewhat. The documents told of some kind of story about events from over 1,000 years ago. They told of another world in which our ancestors used to live, but were under constant threat from another strange, alien species. Throughout the years, this species claimed more and more territory for itself, and our ancestors got pushed back further and further. Our ancestors would have slowly went extinct if it wasn't for one owl.
5 fingers, no fur, and the internet.
She was the most powerful mage us animals had seen up to that time. She was able to cast a mighty spell. A spell that was desperately needed to save the animals from certain doom. She did all this with the help of her equally powerful scepter. And do you know what she created? Our world. Or rather, a copy of the world in which the animals were living in up till that time. A mirror version that exists to this day, separate from time and space. Completely kept alive by the magical power of the scepter. Here, we were supposed to be safe, or so our ancestors had hoped. Have you ever wondered why something like an infinite wall of fog borders our world? As I said,
Nah.
the power of the scepter has its limits. It was unable to create a complete copy of the original world, but instead, only a small part.
Wow, this is really intense stuff. I presume this mighty scepter still exists?
It does, yes. In a hidden place that the owls have chosen here on this island. Behind this portal.
So the scepter must give the wielder tremendous power over our world, right?
Like any spell, however, it only has limited power.
Of course, because we've been
the scepter's energy
have magic
would slowly
established in
wane,
how it works in this world.
which would result in the stability of our world slowly diminishing. Bit by bit, our lands and nature would slowly dissolve and make way for the original world from which the copy we know was created.
Wait, so it has already begun? And all these machines and strange places?
Are nothing more than the first glimpses into the old world, which assimilates into our slowly disintegrating world. At the moment, our world resembles a slice of Swiss cheese, with parts of the old world peeking through every new hole that appears.
Sounds pretty gross.
The machine creatures also seem to travel into our world through these holes. And as far as I have witnessed, they have been bringing all the animals they have caught here back into the old world.
So my family's there too.
It won't be long until everything we know will have dissolved, and we find ourselves transported back to the world of our ancestors. Or in what has remained of it during our 1,000-year-long absence.
That's terrible! Can't this be averted somehow?
The ancient documents say that you must take the scepter and reactivate its magic power. Only then can everything be reverted.
By the way, how did your father find out about all this?
The day these machine creatures appeared, I remembered what I read in the old documents when I was little. I went down into the storage room for the first time in years, where I hoped to find solutions to the problem. This turned out to be a mistake.
Gasp.
Yarlina, what are you doing? Didn't I forbid you? Wait, what are these documents?
Nothing, Father.
Show me.
It's just,
Immediately!
My father learned all about the scepter, and from that point on, he was obsessed with it.
Then we should find that scepter as soon as possible, and reactivate its magic before your father does, and possibly does something stupid with it.
Well, have you been able to open the portal yet?
No, we're still on it.
You have to hurry up. I'd help you in a heartbeat, but...
Get some rest. We'll take care of it.
I'm counting on you, my friends. As soon as the portal opens, I'll be with you. From this point on, nothing must go wrong. Otherwise, all will be lost.
I can hardly believe all this. What an absolutely insane story. You really need to tell me more about this.
They're all like, "Oh, Khan forgot you were there."
So the guy's so immune to pain or wrapped up in pain right now. He's like, I heard it all.
Nothing interesting. I don't have to make it slimy here.
It's not slimy, it's sticky.
I've never held anything.
I don't know. Give it time.
I don't have to.
I don't know.
I don't have. I don't have.
You're not.
This doesn't. The wedge would... The wedge would only... This is no way... That rock would be... We've got to find it...
Look out, Finn!
Yeah,
All
look
the
out.
stinky... What kind of... Surely it was only designed to rip apart unwelcome visitors. The boost would be ripped into... Got to...
Yeah, this is one of those rub everything on everything kind of scenarios.
It would only... Or... It would... Or... It would... Or...
It would work.
It would work.
Got
It would work.
You got to. Stand down. Oh no.
Prog Rock, no, there's more than 10 inventory slots. It gives you an extra page when you have more.
All the way back here?
Oh boy.
Fine.
Oh, chat wasn't ready for the reindeer ragu.
Reindeer
Oh,
I told you it was
What?
pretty graphic.
That wasn't that graphic.
it wasn't very graphic.
Yeah, but this game has been very cartoony up to this point, and then it shows like bloody stump meat bits of him, and it's like, oh, what?
Fuck, he didn't...
Jonas, are you laughing at his bloody stump meat bits?
Well, it just occurs to me that, like, growing up on 80s horror has made me kind of jaded.
JD's horror.
Yeah, well, I grew up on Saturday morning cartoons where the only time they got to use blood was during, like, the series finale. When they didn't give a shit if they were gonna get canceled because of it.
Yeah. S&P
Nope.
era.
Don't forget Halloween era.
BSNP.
Something tells me that machine... Huh?
Oh, thinking back, guys, Simpsons really was the only show that I think that had blood on Halloween, on their Halloween specials.
Which one?
The Simpsons, the
Oh.
Treehouse specials. They were the only ones now
Yeah,
that I
but
think about it.
Simpsons is not a kid's show.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, kids watch it, but it's not aimed at kids.
Yeah, you have a point
No.
there.
I can think of stuff from 80s cartoons that definitely wouldn't fly now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's stuff from every era that wouldn't fly.
Yeah.
And stuff from this era that wouldn't fly back then. And vice versa.
Gay characters? Absolutely not.
Dude,
God.
Completely disallowed. These
Trying to
homosexual
push your-
sinners.
Trying to push your homosexual agenda? Doe?
Doe?
Yeah, because homosexual.
Alright.
Yeah, he's like the Simpsons.
That Onions Ogre?
You should be able to move...
I'm having a lot of fun, GC. How about you?
I am.
I'm glad to hear it.
We're all amused.
I'm glad to hear that, too.
Good.
It actually...
Whee!
Who knows? And the rest...
Ah, it's good to hear that again, though, at least. I like the name of your save files, by the way, Rick.
It's the current sound he would make if he was a sound-making kind of person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone gets let's see, dragon kick in the face. Meh.
I'll never get over the use of the Super Friend sound effect. Just every time.
Even if it did, you'd almost. Now the rolling pin is some. The rolling pin. And almost. Here we.
Runner-up says, Rick, I haven't played the game, but I think I see what you need to do with the wind turbine area. Would you like a hint?
Who's up for dessert? Gotcha!
Yeah.
I don't want to cut it up.
Wait, did that say use windy path?
Oh yeah, because that makes sense. It just goes in a line.
Instead of, being sucked up like everything else would be. Why does this slime just have the ability to not be sucked up by the fan?
I do admit that would have drove me nuts too.
If the slime's on top of snow,
must
which
have
as we know
uncovered
is
this button.
particles, why is it adhering?
Or even if it does adhere, then it would adhere to like 10 particles of snow and then be lifted off just as easily. In this essay, I will.
Listen, it's magic, okay? Everything is magic.
Magic.
Especially friendship.
Okay.
And of course, slime would adhere to no. That makes sense too.
Yeah, Rick, why would you even question it?
Stop questioning it. I see you're questioning it. Don't do it. You're just gonna hurt yourself.
Now I've got an idea.
She's wait.
Yep.
No, I'm thinking, but
Sounds so weird.
All I heard was Keith in there.
Hang on, we'll help.
It must have been.
Let's get that heal.
Exactly.
Ugh. Gee, it's a strike. It's going quite a.
Gee, quite up. And they stopped.
And gone.
Hello.
As they should be.
Let's see what. It never. What on? I'll take.
It's weird.
Well, what was funny there, I looked back for a second while he was talking, and I swear that the deer's head flew across the screen.
It was full of.
Without
that happens
skipping.
too.
Yeah, skip. Okay.
As good as there.
I just need a few more minutes to gather my strength. And then we'll put an end to all this.
I can hardly believe all this. What an absolutely insane story. You really need to tell me more about this.
And she bit us here.
Quick, follow me. We don't have a moment to lose.
Vicky.
She fast.
Okay.
Piano.
Just look at that. Incredible. You must be deep inside the earth. That light up there.
That must be the scepter, right?
That's right. If the ancient writings are to be believed.
So this is where it's been hidden for so many centuries. Oh man, just imagine! We may be one of the first to enter this place again after all this time!
My friends, we're not here for a sightseeing tour. My father and his men must have already made their way to this tower.
The only question now is how we're going to get up that tower.
Climbing up there would take forever.
That won't be necessary. Look, if I'm not mistaken, there is a statue of an owl over here in the dark. Gwen, your turn. You must put your wings on the statues. According to the scriptures, this sets off a secret mechanism that can only be triggered by owls.
Well, here we go.
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I refuse.
Whoa! Tubular!
These were some
Gnarly.
of the finer details in the documents
Far out!
hidden from my father. So we have a
Excellent.
crucial advantage on our side. And that's exactly
Could you
why
repeat
I
that,
wanted
please?
to take you with me since the beginning, Gwen.
Hey, the audience.
Let's go up, I'd say!
I don't think I ever actually knew anyone who said tubular.
You found the scepter. For real this time.
Is this that big pointy fork we've been looking for?
That must be it.
I'm freaking out! We did it, my friends! Oh, didn't expect that. This statue has a firm grip on the scepter. I can't get it off.
Another reason I've wanted to bring you along since the beginning, Gwen. Only an owl can set the second mechanism in motion.
Say, why didn't you just ask me all nicely in the first place? You could have spared me that whole kidnapping thing at your headquarters.
My father would have become suspicious if he saw that I had suddenly befriended an owl. I was going to talk to you secretly about my intentions, if Finn hadn't run off with you before I was able to do so.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Sounds plausible, I guess.
Can we talk about this later, please?
He's got a point.
You must touch the wings.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wicked!
kid.
like Owl
Now
He-Man.
someone has to take it and reactivate the magic
Yeah.
power.
How do you do that?
How are we supposed to do that?
Yeah, that's what Rick just asked.
And of course, we open up right as the wolves get up here.
Well, yeah, they needed an owl, and there's literally only one owl left.
Who do we have here? A robot and an owl.
That guy again. You wolves sure climb fast.
It must have been quite relaxing using that convenient staircase. Our climbing tour, on the other hand, was quite sweat-inducing. What the... Darlena? How? This cursed Roebuck! What has he done to you?
Father, no!
Jarek, please. We only want to.
These two, they are manipulating you. Just like how their ancestors did with your grandfather.
No, the scepter, it...
Please believe me. You have to leave it to us because...
If I hear one more word, I'll cut open that treacherous Roebuck and Owl right in front of you.
Of course.
Clever girl.
He's a raptor.
So these two have convinced you to lead them here. Well, then let them be witnesses to our triumph. The scepter, forgotten for all those centuries. It had no choice but to waste all its magic power here. For a world in which we wolves are put away by you.
Jarek, my kind was afraid of you wolves. Plain and simple. You're dangerous. And your tribe was responsible for burning down the Library of the Owls.
Don't forget what your kind was responsible for during the last centuries. There once was a time when my ancestors dreamed about peacefully coexisting with your species. But despite every effort they made to find common ground with you, they learned again and again that the fear of us is deeply rooted in all of you. This taught me that, unfortunately, our situation required a more drastic solution. And as you can see from my little troop, I am not alone in my viewpoint. You've told us where we belong for so long. But now, with the scepter, I'll finally be able to create a world in which we get to decide that. The beginning of our reign has now come.
Please, don't do it!
I have it! I feel the power!
You're about to feel something else. Ha!
Nice job.
Wow.
He knew how to fight.
Glenn was secretly a badass this whole time.
We already knew that.
What?
Glenn was secretly
happened?
openly a badass the whole time.
Gwen? Jarlena? Apparently I'm still in the cave, but everything except the rocks is gone.
Damn, I lost both my
Everybody go.
girlfriends.
The giant rock... They must have fallen off those rock walls a long time ago.
Could have been months.
Years.
Eons.
Decades.
Could have been this morning.
Could have been yesterday.
That can't be! The entire island... gone!
Oh, well, the end.
Where am I? Is this... the old world? Something terrible must have happened. Maybe the others are around here somewhere.
Yeah, we're back in the human world.
The heart of evil.
Aw, why didn't they spell it H-A-R-T?
Ha!
Oh.
Or
Get it because
HFI.
he's a deer.
Yes, I get it.
Dun dun.
Ugh.
Ugh, gross. Wait, I see something lying there. What a strange thing. It must have belonged to one of those creatures. Some kind of dark tray with a reflective glass panel. It's old and dirty, and I can't even see my own reflection in it.
Oh my god, the phone's killed them all!
Man, it's so noisy! What sick mind
I
could
knew
come up
they
with
were
a
no
horrible
good for
thing like
you.
that? It almost seems like they're trying to get rid of everything that's still left of those creatures who once lived here. Looks familiar. A pile of dirt and bricks. No amount of renovation will help here anymore. Well, you did cause me quite some headaches. I wonder why it's not spinning anymore. There it is, lying around all lonely. This door wasn't there when I wandered around here in my world, where there should normally be a handle. This door has a narrow slot. This door wasn't. There should normally
Once
be a
again,
handle.
really enjoying your save system there, Rick.
It's locked.
Same here.
Hello? Is someone there? This can't be. Or was it just a reflection?
It's you from the future.
What's going on here?
Deers of future past.
Achievement unlocked. A doppelganger. Obviously, open the door.
It's locked.
Even if I wanted to get murdered by my own doppelganger, I can't right now.
I'm sorry, Rick. Your day will come, I promise you.
I don't need to do that.
Mom, I want Finn. We have Finn at home. The Finn at home.
Please don't!
Oh, I was too late.
There were animals in there.
We was too late.
This has such, like, Sonic Satam Robotropolis vibes.
I don't believe it. Jared!
Yeah, I can see it.
You survived? Get me out of here, quick! Please.
You dirty scumbag!
No?
You can rot in
Get
here.
me out of here, dinner. And while you're at it,
Typical
marinate
response
yourself.
of a small-minded bud eater. Believe me, dear, without my help, you'll be just as lost here.
First, tell me what's going on here. Where are we?
Use your tiny little deer brain for once.
Is this the old world?
Great how you managed to figure that out on your own. The world from which ours was created.
Then we should hurry up and see how we can get back.
It's too late, dear. The scepter was destroyed, and so was the world we knew. From now on, we're stuck here for all eternity.
No.
Well, no,
this
not
can't
all
be.
eternity.
We
You'll
do
die
well to
eventually.
work together from now on, dear.
Why should I still trust you?
Listen to me, please. The world we know is dead. Lost forever. And now we have two choices. We can either give in to our cruel fate and let these monsters wipe us out, or we brace ourselves one last time and save what can still be saved.
How are you going to do that?
Have you ever been to the ruined city, north of here? There's some kind of huge factory there. I stumbled upon that place when I was on the run from those machines, and I was inside. What I saw there cannot be compared to anything we know. Something mighty and abysmally evil lives beneath this factory, and it seems to control everything here. It was immediately clear to me that I had to eliminate this evil. I tried fighting it with one of my notorious black powder bombs, but it was no use. This evil creature seems invulnerable. I got caught by those machines, and now here I am, just waiting to be taken to this building in the valley, where I will face my certain death. We can't get to the root of evil here, Finn.
What do you suggest instead?
We can only try to save ourselves. We need to reach that building in the valley and get every one of our kind out of there. After that, we need to leave this land and hide away from the cold, dead eyes of these machine creatures. And whether that's even possible in this world, I don't know.
We probably don't have any better prospects than that.
And I will eat you alive. I'm letting you know to strike fear in your heart.
How do we get down there?
There must be a way to move this gondola to the building.
Fear is
we
a
can
good
make that
motivator.
happen with the help of that device over there. What we'll find once we get down there, though, the thought alone seems almost like a suicide mission to me.
And so long as you die during
We
it.
were discovered by the machines when we left the cave and wandered around. We were just as confused as you are right now. Your owl friend and my men were captured first and then transported down into that huge building in one of those gondolas. The machines seem to bring all the animals there.
So, my parents are probably there too.
That's possible, but whatever they intend to do with us down there, it can't be good. Jarlina was captured by those creatures as well. I swear, if they harm so much as a hair on her fur, then...
Well, only you get to beat her half to death?
What is this strange
Yeah,
world?
exactly.
Things
Exactly,
seem
I'm
to
her
have
father.
changed much more drastically here than in the version we inhabited. Nothing here resembles how things were when our ancestors still roamed the area. Something akin to a massive ecological disaster must have taken place here. The alien species our ancestors once fled from are nowhere to be seen.
Yes, those medieval pirates and knowing about ecological disasters.
However, it might be a bit much to call it rain. These things act like a chaotic tribe of ants, following primitive orders and illogical goals. From what I could make out, the only logical goal of theirs is to exterminate all living creatures.
Exterminate!
But you won't get far.
With a smiley face.
Is anyone still here? What is that? The shape somewhat reminds me of a duck's head, only those wheels are a bit out of place.
It's an ancient beast known as a gas guzzler.
I could climb in through these window-like openings. However, I don't think I'll find anything in there besides dirty armchairs. Hey, I'm not here to wreak havoc.
Why not?
Yeah, you don't want to break all the
I can
windows
see
that
what's
are
behind
already
the building
broken.
from here. It's there in the corner, all inconspicuous.
Oh, that's me in the corner.
That's you in the
also me in-
spotlight?
There you go.
It appears this part of the floor can be lifted.
Losing my
Lifting
religion.
devices.
Well, where did you see it last? Come on, let's retrace your
It weighs
steps.
a ton. Hey, I'm not here. These pipes are absolutely everywhere. Strange. Nothing will move.
And it just turns out that destroying all the pipes will immediately destroy all the evil machines.
Destruction of vital
Glass
infrastructure.
bottles.
Yay. It's my favorite kind.
This thing seems to be made of a different material than the glass bottles. I could take it.
Yoink.
Whoa!
That's an evil trash can.
Since trash can has teeth, of course it does. Why
I don't think
wouldn't
that will-
trash can have teeth?
Now we know how the world ended. Not with a
It's made
bang,
of
but a
smooth
robotic
material,
trash can.
Definitely not glass.
Just
I
that
almost feel
one all
sorry
by
for the
itself.
container who
Yeah,
uses it so
that's
badly.
it. That's the.
People
part
got
of it.
too complacent to
I'm
run.
freaking out. A moving floor. It's transporting some strange-looking garbage.
It's
through
literally
the
like
city.
chewing through your arm, and you're like, ah, geez, ow. I wish there was something I could do about this.
You're just
Ow.
looking at it like, well, I suppose my arm's recyclable.
This building, it seems to be the only one
I
still in
mean,
use here.
technically,
Somebody's
all
gotta
of
be in
you
there,
are
or
recyclable.
rather, something.
Yeah, he's onto it.
See, I don't think so.
It
I'm
cuts
not
through numerous
recyclable.
small
I'm full
pipes
of
with its imposing
poisons.
pincer head.
Listen, one man's poison is another man's,
Is another man's
I wonder if
what,
the hands of these creatures
Stoker?
that once lived here look similar.
Your face.
Too big and too heavy. Judging by the thickness of its steel skin.
Once again, we're talking about the
Not only are there moving
thickness.
floors here, but moving tabletops as well. Whatever
Come on
lies
and
in
get
this
down
moving
with the
floor is
thickness.
immediately transported into this greedy maw.
Dummy thickness.
Your brother, get up. Come on, get down with the
Nightmare.
thickness.
There must be something. This entrance resembles a hungry maw that only lets wreckage into its belly and spurns everything else. I don't think I have a chance of getting through there alive. Hey! Phew.
So this is kind of, I mean, okay, is that a washing machine in the middle of it? This raises the question of like, okay, did the robots mutate somehow? Or did someone actually be like, oh yeah, you know what's gonna, maybe the trash eater needs a buddy, let's invent a, you know,
There must have been a bed
a guy with just
The
a wrecking
laundry
ball.
eater.
Yeah.
Great. I should watch my head.
Like, did the world end because Dr. Wily
Maybe
had an
I
off
could
day
try
or
to cut a
something?
piece from it.
Yes. That's exactly it.
As far as I
Actually, does Dr. Wily have anything other than off
can't
days?
as far as I can tell,
I'm pretty sure he had lots of off days. He just doesn't tell anybody.
that's the window
He
you
needs
can
to stop
also
taking so many off days. HR won't approve them.
Look, he approves his own off days.
I'd have to go
And
up
he has no
there if I
HR.
wanted to get to the top
He has to
floor.
make a HR man if he ever
He's
wants
like-
that.
He's like, the benefit of being your own boss is you can invent all these killer robots.
If you
I mean,
wanted
that is a
HR,
benefit of being your own boss.
in fact, if you wanted HR, he would invent a HR man.
Do we actually care about Jackass Wolf over there?
I mean, mechanically in the game, probably yes. We're gonna have to do something with them, but emotionally, no.
What by all the stinking mountain goats is that? A glowing transparent door? Which prevents anyone from going through.
Probably gonna be Jarlina being like, "We can't just leave my father behind." It's like your father tried to kill you.
Oversized sort of gondola.
She's like,
Maybe for this
yeah,
equally oversized
but he's
ropeway.
not that bad.
Oh God. But it's about family.
Yeah, it's about family.
It is 12:02, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, sure is.
You know what that means.
I love these.
What does that mean, Stoker?
It means it's almost 12:03.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Well, you're gonna have to. Oh, actually, you won't. It's 12:03 now.
All right. Cool.
Yay!
We made it! Yay! Happy
And
New Year.
Rick closed the stream.
All
Your
right.
grass.
All right. Thank you for joining us on this this dear adventure, and we'll see you the next time.
Yes, we are dearly thankful for all of you for joining us today.
Only 19% of
Dearly
players are
thankful.
mean to Jarek.
Wow.
Where'd you
Really?
get that from?
I mean, that's also of all people who bought the game. That doesn't mean 90% of people like got to that point.
Yeah, but at least 50% of players got to that point.
Yeah, well, you can't spell Jarek without jerk, so think about that.
He's right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Night night.